By analyzing the problem, it says write a program to find ideal weight, الوزن المثالي, for a given height. So height will be the input. So here height will be input. Why? Because it says for a given height. And ideal weight will be the output, because we want to compute it from the given height. The height must be in centimeters between 140 and 240. So it should be bounded between these two conditions. So if we are going to implement this program as a flow chart, then we are going to have a conditional box, and we put the condition between 140 and 240 between inside the box. Now, how to compute the ideal weight? The ideal weight is the height minus 100. Before calculating the height, check that the input is valid. So we are going to read from the user the height, and then we will do the calculation. We will check for the height. If it is in this range, then we will do the calculation. If it is not within this range, then we are going to display a message that it is not within this range. Now, in the calculation, we will just simply subtract the height, subtract 100 from the height, and it will be the ideal weight. Let us go to JGrasp and write the program. So this is JGrasp. I have already prepared the program, and now we are declaring a scanner. So first we are going to read the height. So we have initially to define two variables. One will be for weight and one will be for height, and it is expected that both are double. So double, we have height and we have weight. The first thing is input from the user. So we will ask the user, please enter your height. And we are going to read this height from the same line. And then we will read the height, which is equal to n dot next double. Then for the process, we need to check for the height. For the height, we have, it should be between 140 and 240. When it says between, it means 140 and 240 are not included. So first, we will check for the condition, and we will say if height greater than 140 and height less than 240. Then we will do the calculation. We will say weight is equal to height minus 100. Otherwise, we will print a message, system.out.println. We will say invalid height should be between, and if there is no space, I can break the message into two messages, between 140 and 240. Now I'm breaking this message into two in the program, but not in the output. In the output, it will be printed as a single line. But here we have a question now, where are we going to print the weight? Now I cannot put a print here, because if it goes to else, then there is no weight. So we need to print here, we need to print the weight after we do the calculation. So println your ideal weight is, and we print the weight. But if you remember, if you recall that if we have two things to do under one condition, then we must put the brackets. Now you are cutting, if you don't put brackets, then we will have, the computer will check for the condition, and there is one statement, and it expects to see else, but there is no else, and you will have syntax error. So we need brackets. You put one bracket here, and this bracket we use it for grouping. And see how we align our program. We leave spaces here so that our program will be easy to read, and also after else we leave a space here. Now when we run the program, We will run the program, compile. There is no error. And run the program. It is asking now for ideal weight. Let us give it a height 150 or 180. So if you are 180 centimeter, then your program will say your ideal weight is 80. Now we will run it again and we'll give it a height, let's say 120. And now 120 is invalid height. Height should be between 140 and 240. And this completes the program.